Good morning and welcome to the Pre-Market Minute Show. And today, I'm Wale Yabua, your host. What we'll be doing this morning is first, we'll first go through the indices. We just give you the market overview. Then after that, we'll try to go through the Nasdaq, the S&P, and so the Dow. Just check through what is trending, what is happening over there. After that, we'll just go through some of the top stocks that will be trending this morning. We just check the prices for you guys. After that, we move on to the crypto market and look at what's happening over there. And after that, we will again move on to the financial news, which is making rounds this morning. And I think what today we'll be doing is we have a lot of news for you guys. So we will start from last week, what is happening, because bear in mind, Friday was a holiday, so we had a lot of stuff happening this weekend. And one of the biggest news is Elon Musk creating its own political party, the American People's Party. It is causing chaos in the system already. So we'll go through that. And I think last Saturday they filed their papers. So it is going to be an interesting one. You just do a bit of analysis on that. And yesterday, I think the president himself, Donald J. Trump, also replied with a long test on the Truth Social. So we are in for a longer ride for this battle. So we are in for a longer ride. I think for me, I think for Elon Musk, he has his own ambition, right? I'm not sure he wants to get into, let's say, as president of the United States. Let know what. Bear in mind, this is the richest guy on earth, and I'm sure what he wants to do is to create some chaos, either at the Congress level or at the House level, because that is where these kind of bills get passed. So, assuming this let's for example this big beautiful bill that's passed, assuming he had, let's say, three or four congressmen, or let's say senate or the house, like this bill, I'm not sure this bill would have passed, and there will be some adjustment to it. So that is what I'm seeing. I This weekend I listened to a lot of people, and from what they are saying, really I don't this guy, for me, I don't think he really needs this political style that we are all. The topic is, will, let's say, Elon makes an impact. What impact is he going to make? So we will go through all those styles and see if indeed he's going to make an impact. We will just go through the analysis and see if indeed he's going to make an impact. For me, if you ask me, I'm not sure, but I think his ambition is also clear. We should understand him, where he's coming from, and he's one of the biggest donors to Donald Trump. So Donald Trump winning this election. So I don't know. So what we'll go through, I think we should start by now. Starting from the indices, so the S&P is up by 0.02, and the Nasdaq is also down 0.42, and the Dow is up. Let me see. Yeah, the Dow is up. We'll go through all the market and see. So this is July 7. Yeah, it's up by 0.03%. 0.03%. That is the Dow. And let me, after that, what we are going to do is go through some of the commodities, the commodity market. Commodity market, I think gold is doing very well. Yeah, gold. I think silver didn't get a good ride, so it was a bit down. But gold did gold did well. Now crude oil is around 66.99%, which is down. Yeah, crude oil is down apparently. So that is it for the market overview. So let's see. Yeah. So when you go to S&P is up by 0.83%. Nasdaq it's up by 1.1%. one point, I think 1.02%. Yeah, the Dow is also up by 0.77%. Yeah. And when you look at crude oil, as I said earlier, crude oil is 66.99%. Gold is down and it is hovering around 3,003. It's down 0.87%. Yeah, that is what is currently happening at the commodities market. So these are some of the stuffs, the indices that we are looking at this morning. So that is from Bloomberg. What we will be doing is we'll go through crypto and see what is happening at crypto currency. So Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin is hovering around 108K. So remember, I think before Friday it was around 109, yeah, and this morning it is hovering around 108. Ether or Ethereum is 2005, so it's up 1.73%, and Tether is down by 0.01%. SRP is also up by 1.07, and Binance is also up. Solana, it's up by 3.27, right? It is 153 USD. Yeah, that is it. So these are some of the cryptocurrencies that we have, but the biggest one is Bitcoin, which is around 108K. This weekend it was around 109, yeah, and this morning it's 108, so which is basically going down, pulling back. So I don't know if we'll be getting much more of it. Let's look at the heat maps this morning. So when you go to technology, so at the tech firm, this is what we are getting. Microsoft is up, I think, 1.58. Apple is doing 0.52%. Amazon is 1.59%. Nvidia is up 1.33%. Yeah. So this is the semiconductors. So the semiconductors, we have AMD, which is down by 0.44, and Micron. Yeah, so a lot of the technology companies here, most of them are green. So Intel is green, 22.49, which is up by 2.79%. Yeah, that is Intel. And let me see, this is Micron. Yeah, Micron is 122.29. That's up. Let me go to the software companies. Now, this is Salesforce, which is up by 1.09%. Let me move to auto manufacturers. Yeah, so Tesla, the pre-market for I think 5 minutes ago it was like it was down by 0.7%. Yeah, Tesla, because of the uncertainties around Elon Musk. Remember, most of the investors are not happy, right? And this weekend we'll go through that news. This weekend, one of the huge investment firms wrote to the board of directors to just call Elon back, yeah, to talk to Elon. I don't know what's going to happen at that set, but yeah, this is what's happening in the market. So technology, Microsoft up 1.58%. Google is up by 0.58. Meta, it's also 0.76. So that is what's happening here. Let me see if you can go through some of the news making headlines this morning. We are starting from CNBC. First is Trump. Okay, so there's a BRICS summit this morning, right? So bear in mind, BRICS is this intergovernmental organization, and they comprise of 10 companies. Now we have Brazil, we have Russia, we have India, China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Iran, and United Arab Emirates. So you see, these 10 countries came together to form this BRICS. Now Donald Trump is saying they shouldn't try. So now he's threatening extra 10% tariffs on countries that align with anti-American BRICS policies. So I think what he's trying to say is, okay, if you are going to come up with any policy which is anti-American, it means he's going to slap tariffs on you, right? And I'll not be surprised if these countries come up together and also bring a policy about this trade. So I'm also not surprised why Donald Trump would also threaten this or even say this or tweet this thing because it's a must. So he said it's American first, so that is what he's doing. So it's not a big deal. I know it would definitely there will be a discussion around these tariffs. These countries coming together, especially India, Russia, Brazil, Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia, UAE. So I know definitely there will be a discussion around the table around tariffs. So I'm not surprised Trump is doing that. So I think we will start with the news updates, right? So I have a lot of news. What I would want to do this morning is start from what happened. I think last from maybe from Saturday because we have a lot of news coming from last Saturday up to this morning. So let me see if you can get those news. Yeah, it'll be helpful. So okay, I don't know if you should start from we should start from when Elon Musk started this whole thing. Okay, so let's start from this. Let's start from the letter that James Fishback sent. So I think on July 5th, which was on Saturday, right? Yeah, July 5th was on Saturday. And around that time when Elon Musk announced he wanted to just launch his party, that is American People's Party. Now, remember, James Fishback, I think he's not that interested or he's not, what should I say, not interested or not happy about what Trump is doing. So what he tweeted was that, no, this, I think Elon is going far. So now he is. I think the investment firm that he belongs to is Invest Azoria. Now this is what he brought. He said he brought a letter out. He just sent a letter out. He said, "My investment firm has decided to postpone next week's public listing of our Azoria Tesla Covezity ETF." Right. Our decision comes in direct response to Elon Musk's announcement that he is launching a new national political party. New national political party. Okay. This creates a conflict with his full-time responsibilities as CEO of Tesla. It diverts his focus and energy away from Tesla employees and shareholders. Azaria believes that Tesla is the most compelling long-term investment in AI, with breakthrough in robotaxis, Optimus, and also full self-driving. No other company is positioned to lead the future like Tesla. In May, when Elon stepped back from his work at Dodge and returned his attention to Tesla, we were encouraged. With Elon fully engaged, he gave shareholders a renewed confidence in Tesla. Elon's announcement today undermines that confidence. Unlike his work with SpaceX or SAI, which complements Tesla R&D efforts in AI, automation, and engineering, a political party not only fails to complement Tesla mission, it actively undermines it. I just sent the attached letter to Robin Delholm, chair of Tesla's board of directors. I encourage the board to meet immediately and ask Elon to clarify his political ambitions and evaluate whether they are compatible with his full-term obligation to Tesla's CEO. I remain hopeful that Elon will return his full attention to Tesla. If not, I trust the board will take appropriate action. So this is what the biggest investment firm from James Fishback saying. So he sent this letter to the board for them to just look at what Elon is doing. If indeed he deserved the board will allow Elon to move on with its CEO-ship position, or maybe he would want to step down. So that is a letter that came, I think, this weekend, which was For me, yeah, he is investing in Tesla, so he's also protecting his investment. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he's sending that letter to the board of directors, and we wait to see what comes from the board as well. Yeah, because for me, it's important for Elon to also understand the shareholders. The shareholders host, for example, this morning Tesla share was down by 0.7%. So but look at that. So the shareholders are just going through it. So I'm not surprised. One of the biggest firms is that. And another one this week, this I think coming Wednesday, Ways and Means, that is United States House Committee on Ways and Means. The idea, what they are doing is they are here Wednesday. I think is the framework for Bitcoin and crypto. There will be a hearing. So I'm sure you'll be covering that. You'll be streaming that live as well. So, House just announced a hearing on Wednesday regarding building a tax framework for Bitcoin and crypto. So that'll be on Wednesday. So we will be take. I think we'll be streaming that. Yeah, at 9 a.m. We'll be streaming that on Wednesday, July 9th. We'll be streaming that one as well. Now, when you look at Q2, public companies that are purchasing Bitcoin, it's on the max. So in Q2, what we are seeing is growing holdings by 18% according to Bitcoin Treasury data. Now we are seeing about one, that is when you compare that public companies, the number of Bitcoin that they are buying, it's most like it's one of the best. So when you look at that, we are seeing 131, about 132K Bitcoins in Q2 alone. So and Ethereum, I think it's also going to be matched because from the numbers that we are seeing here, when you look at these numbers, which is around 100, almost 112K, it is matched. So it's not a big deal, but it's a growing market. So for me, it's bullish on both Bitcoin and also Ethereum. That's why you are seeing the enthusiasm, the optimistic people are just putting in this market. So that is that. So let me see if we have another news coming from this weekend. So this is Donald Trump replying Elon Musk. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. So let's look at it. So yesterday, the president tweeted on Truth Social. He said, "I'm saddened to watch Elon Musk go completely off the rails, essentially becoming a train wreck over the past 5 weeks. He even wants to start a third political party, despite the fact that they have never succeeded in United States." Yes. So you see, I think I did made mention of it earlier that these third political party, mostly people bring up an idea that okay, I want to just make this duopoly. Maybe I want to just break it. And Donald Trump is saying it has never been successful, of which is true when you look at the data. It has never been successful. So he goes on to say that the system seems not designed for the third for them. The one thing third parties are good for is creation of complete and total disruption and chaos. And we have enough of that with radical left Democrats who have lost their confidence and their minds. So yes, so you see, I made mention of it earlier that this political third political force or third force that mostly people do create, what they tend to do is now they tend to create chaos. They tend to the chaos that he meant is okay. Let's say if there's a bill, right, and that they would want to vote on or like they would want to pass. Now the chaos that the president is trying to tell us is okay. If it is let's say Democrat or if it is let's say Republicans, and these third force maybe they also have their representatives. Now these third force might be might it's a might, yeah, right. It's not a must that they are always going to vote for the policies or whatever. They can cause that chaos, they can cause this bill not to pass. or they can cause this bill to be lesser rewritten or even to improve the bill. So that is what the president is saying. And so for me, I think he is not happy. And he said it is a great bill, but unfortunately for Elon, it eliminates the ridiculous the EV mandate, which would have forced everyone to buy electric car in short period. So this is about EV mandates that Elon Musk have. Yeah, so it's basically Trump is not happy. Yeah, he's not a happy guy about what Elon is doing. Yeah. So and so yesterday was it yesterday, July for I think 12 hours ago, Elon Musk reposted this from the rabbit hole. So the rabbit hole brought this idea. Okay, so they posted this that US debt rises irrespective of who is in the White House. So this started from like 1981 to 2023. So the debt keeps on increasing, like whoever is in the White House, whether it's Democrat or whether it's Republicans. Now this keeps on increasing. Now Elon Musk came back to repost this and said, okay, the American party is needed to fight the Republican and Democrat uniparty. So that is what I was saying earlier. That this is the reason why he is launching this political party. Not that he wants to be a president. Now I think he wants to break this duopoly, and now breaking this duopoly, not becoming a political party or not becoming a president, but he wants to break this always bills being passed by either Democrats, whether they are the majority over the or whether yes or Republicans. So that is what he wants to, because from his post intention, that is clear. That is clear for me. That is what he's really doing. It's not a one of the biggest thing. The next news will be Vietnam. Now, Vietnam Trade Ministry imposes anti-dumping tariffs on hot rolled steel from China. And he said tariff rates vary from 23.10 point 1 to 2027. Anti-doping tariffs effective from July 6th. So it started yesterday. July 6th was yesterday in place of 5 years. So this is for 5 years. Now what they are doing is they are imposing. So if you want to dump whatever your goods in still from maybe China, you want to dump them in Vietnam. Yeah, now they are imposing that tax on you, which now it took effect from yesterday. Is going to be like on for the next 5 years, which will be uh, good for them as well, but now for other countries not going to be good for them. Now this morning, um, was it this? Okay, so we've not gotten there yet. Okay, so remember China, Trump threatened extra 10% on BRICS. Now, Chinese Foreign Ministry said Trump threatened extra 10 tariffs percent on BRICS. It's I think what they are trying to say is they are trying to coerce others, right? That is what the foreign ministry is saying from them. So what I would want us to do now, go back to the other news portal, which I would want us to do. Okay, okay. So let me see if I can get that, can get that. We have a lot of news this morning. I don't know if you will be able to even complete it. We have like some minute and times to go. Okay. So, Wall Street Engine. I have a lot of news from there this morning. So this morning, I've already even reposted some of their tweets this morning on my X account. Now, let me go the most important ones. Then we move on. So, yes, this I think this news came in last Saturday or something. Yeah, TikTok is reportedly building a US version of its app ahead of a planned sale to American investors. The information reports the new app will launch on September 5th, and users will eventually need to download it to keep using TikTok. So, probably what they are trying to do is to create a US owned version of TikTok, which won't be bad. Yes, I'm sure it won't be bad. But I don't know if is still going to be integrated into the old system. That is my worry. Because okay, this is a challenge. Okay, we are already on the platform. So if let's say we are going back to, let's say, United States version, what will be the restrictions? Is it that some of the data set or some of the content we are not going to get used to some of the content that we used to have? I don't know what is going to happen. So we wait to see on September 5th. We wait to see what will be our version of this TikTok, which will be coming on board. The EU, the European Union, says it has made a good progress in trade talks with the US and will keep working toward the July 9th. July 9th is just around the corner, just Wednesday. So we wait to see. But remember, the president, they've already, the secretary, the Treasury Secretary just, I think they extended it to August 1st. So July 9th will be good, but they've already extended it. So we wait to see the number of countries and also these European unions. We wait to see when will this negotiation end or when will it come to its fruition. So another news that I would want us to maybe cover this morning will be Apple. So Apple takes 587 million USD EU fine to court. So remember, EU fined Apple almost 600 million dollars, right? And Apple has filed a lawsuit challenging that fine, that antitrust fine over app store restriction that prevented developers from maybe steering, right? Now, users, maybe what some of these people want to do, sometimes I don't really understand them, and it's for me it's right in the good direction. Let them do it. Let's see what comes of it. Now they are filing this lawsuit to challenge it. So they are appealing what the decision that came from the European Union. So let's wait to see what happens. Indonesia and US companies are Indonesia and US companies agree on 34 billion US dollars to buy American soya beans, corn, and energy products. Ooh, that's a good news from these trade deals. That will be happening. Yeah. Now, Croc AI video generation is coming soon. Elon Musk is making that announcement. He said it's coming soon. So I think very soon we will be seeing that again. Now, OPEC is likely to approve another output increase of around 550,000, right? 550,000 barrels per day for September at its August 3rd meeting. And in August, that is when we will know if they are going to approve that. So I told you earlier that Tesla share was down, yeah, by 7% this morning. So it's not of a big surprise what is happening. Yeah. Okay. So these are some of the currently the news happening. So let me go back to the market and see. Let's take through some of the top stocks happening here. Okay. So let's see what is happening at the Hood, Robin Hood. Robin Hood is down by points. Robin Hood is down, yeah, down by 0.8%. Yeah, Robin Hood is down by, yeah, around 0.8, 0.9%. Yeah, 0.9. It's down by 0.9. Yeah, and let me see. Okay, mm. So far it's also down by a point 0.3. So far it's down by a point 0.3. We don't have any news for so far. Yeah, this morning we don't have any news for so far this morning. Coinbase Coinbase is also down by 0.6. It closed at 355.8. That was on Thursday, and this morning is 353. So it's down by 0.6%. Let me see United Health, UNH. UNH is also up by 0.35. So it closed last Thursday, it closed at 308.55. This morning is 309.64. Mm-hmm. Mm, okay. Yeah, it points up, points, yeah, 0.35. So it's sort of a big deal. Let me see if I can go through Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab is also Rocket Lab is up by 2.4%. Yeah, Rocket Lab is up by 2.4%. AMD, let's see AMD. AMD is down 0.25. Broadcom is let me see. Broadcom is down by 0.4%. Broadcom is down by 0.4%. Nvidia, let's see Nvidia. Nvidia is down by zero point 0.7. Nvidia is down by zero point 0.7. Nvidia is down by zero point 0.7 because it closed at on Thursday it was 159.34. This morning is 158. So they are down by 0.72%. Yeah. And let me see TSM. Let's check TSM. TSM is down by 1.1%. Okay. Intel. I think I already did Intel, right? Intel Intel was up the time I checked. Now it's down by zero point 0.8. Yeah, Intel is down by zero point 0.8. Okay. So these are some of the hymns. Let's look at hymns. Hymns is down zero point 0.2 point. Wow, this is huge. 2.2%. Hymns is down 2.2%. And Google. Let's look at Google. Okay, Google is also down by 0.4%. Let's see, Tesla. Tesla is also Tesla now it's 6. Wow, this is huge. It was 3 point like 315 on Thursday. This morning is 295. So the sentiment is very bearish. Wow, point 0.6, like 6%, not point, like 6%. This is huge, like 6% down. And definitely it's coming from uh, uncertainties around Elon Musk, the CEO himself. So, wow, this is very huge. Yeah, I tell you, this is huge. That is why investors are not happy. He's trying to do this. Uh, okay, we wait to see what happened. Meta, let's see what is happening at Meta. Meta is down. Meta is down by 0.31. So it seems most of the Mark 7, I think five of them are all down this morning. Five of them are all down this morning, except one or two which are up. So yeah, so that is it. Let me see if we can get any trending. The last news, then we stop here because we are almost out of time. Yeah, it's probably like 10%. Like we have time. Yeah. So okay, the cryptocurrency that we want to check. Okay, let me see if we can get the last update. Then we move on. It's still Bitcoin is still 108. So the same. Yeah, the same thing that we looked at. Let's see the overview of the market. Then we move on. So we can end the show here. This morning, let's look at what's happening before we go. S&P 500 is still up 0.83. Nasdaq is up 1. And yeah, the crude market is also 66.98. Yeah. So basically, that is what's happening. So that is from us this morning. Um, Make sure you are giving us your honest opinion. Just like and share, and also um, you just subscribe to our channel. We just need you guys like the honest opinion, what you guys want. But from the start, what we want to do is just give you the latest update, the financial market, this mostly in the mornings, right? That is why we created this program, the pre-market minute. Just go through the news for you, the news trending, and also some of the market overview, some of the top stocks that trending this morning. That is what we did for the last like 30 minutes. So we will see you tomorrow morning. Make sure, don't forget to subscribe, and also give us your honest opinion. Just comment what is good and what is bad, like what we can do to improve this show. Yeah. Thank you guys.